Alright, good morning. I'm starting a new thing with my Flickchart, so I thought I would try recording some of it and see how it goes. What I'm doing is my main Flickchart is Faith by 5, Faith X5, and it's really out of order, and I don't know how to fix it. So I started a secondary account called 5X Faith, and I'm going through and adding everything that I've seen by title. So then theoretically it should all be in the right order when I put it in. So we'll see how it goes. I didn't start this right away. I didn't start recording right away. As you can see, I've already added 117 movies. I have seen about 3,300 movies, including shorts, which I do rank. So this could be an ongoing project for a while. We'll just record a bit and kind of see how it goes, adding some of these. As you can see, I just added A Fish Called Wanda. 58 out of 117. It's not. I don't love it as much as a lot of people do, so it kind of ended up in the middle. So how I'm doing this is I'm going through my my letterboxed account, because it has everything in it that I've seen, and I'm just going through by alphabetically. I tried doing it by year for a while, and that was just throwing me off because I don't know why, but years tend to clump together for me when I rank them. So that was happening, and I decided I'd rather rank by something that had no associations for me, which is alphabetically. So I've already ranked down through A Fish Called Wanda, so A Fistful of Dollars is next. For some reason, Letterboxd alphabetizes including articles, which irritates me, but there you go. So um, I'm going to search for A Fistful of Dollars right there. Add to my Flickchart. Alright, I really like the whole Leone trilogy, so yeah, I do like Aeon Flux a lot more than most people do. I think it's pretty awesome, but A Fistful of Dollars is the easy winner there. Uh, I love all the Coen stuff. Inside Llewyn Davis, I need a few more watches to really get on board with it completely, so A Fistful of Dollars is going to win that. A Fistful of Dollars is the first one in this trilogy. I like Good, the Bad, and the Ugly the best. For a few dollars more, probably second. So this is probably my least favorite of the trilogy, but it's still really good. Adam's Rib is gonna win that. Battle of the Sexes. Uh, I just saw The Hobbit. Really, really enjoyed it. I love the world of Middle Earth so much. If this were either of the other two, it would probably win. But I gotta say, I really, really enjoyed the Hobbit movies. So blasphemy, I know. Okay, Ace in the Hole. Billy Wilder at his cynical best, so that's gonna go right there. I will give it to Fistful of Dollars over Captain America. I love The Winter Soldier. Uh, okay, this is the version of A Christmas Carol that I grew up with, the George C. Scott one, so it has a lot of nostalgia for me. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it the nod over Leone, which I saw much later in life. So Fistful of Dollars, 27 out of 118 right now. Not bad, not bad. All right, so what's next? A Fool There Was. All right, this is the movie that thrust Theda Bara into the world. For some reason, this doesn't seem to work as well. Ooh, if I type it in here, rather than searching for it first. But we'll see. Okay, Fool There Was, it may have put Theda Bara on the map, but it's not that good a movie. I saw it at the silent movie theater, and it was one of those things of, maybe you had to be there in 1915 to get the impact. So I'm going to go with Anne Flex there to start. I really like Superman Returns. I'm maybe in a minority there, so I'm going to pick it as well. Two or three things I know about her is one of the last pre-67 Godard films. Uh, didn't really get it, gotta say. Didn't really get it. I've only seen it once though. I think on a few rewatches it might work for me. That's true with a lot of Godard films. But you know what? It still wasn't as boring as A Fool There Was. Sorry. Charlie and Chocolate Factory, also not that bad a movie comparatively. So yeah, Fool There Was is just not winning any points right here. All right, now The Village is a movie I really hated. I hated that movie, so we'll have A Fool There Was on top of that. 25th Hour. A lot of people like this Spike Lee movie. I didn't care for it. Um, on the basis of it might be better on a rewatch, I'll give it the nod over Fool There Was, which I don't think will be at all. Abbott and Costello Go to Mars, don't remember that at all. So I tend to give things I don't remember the nod over things I didn't like. In general, obviously that's not the case because all the time, because it beat the 25th hour, or the 25th hour beat Abbott and Costello Go to Mars at some point. All right, so Fool There Was, 116 out of 119. Not a good start for my silent film adding. I think that's the first silent I made. Oh no, there's a Chaplin film I added earlier. It ended up in the middle. Okay, Foreign Affair. A Foreign Affair is lesser Billy Wilder, let's say. Good, but not great. So I'm gonna let Anna Flux win this. Sorry, Billy. Superman Returns. You know what? Foreign Affair did have some really good parts. It had some really good scenes with Jean Arthur and stuff, so I'll let it win there. Professional is one I really need to rewatch. I'm gonna give it the nod here. I think I'll like it much better on rewatch than I did. 101 Dalmatians one I actually haven't seen for a long time. I need to get that out and show it to my daughter. We'll give it to A Foreign Affair this time around. Pacific Rim, liked, didn't love. Didn't have as many problems with it as I did A Foreign Affair. It just didn't kind of hit me that much. 300, beautiful to look at, terrible script. Yeah, Foreign Affair can take that. And Pacific Rim for the confirmation. 80 out of 120, so pretty middle of the road right there. Oops, that's the wrong screen. Alright. A Free Soul. Early sound film. Kind of pre-code, but not enough pre-code to be that interesting. So Damsel in Distress is a lesser Fred Astaire film, but I really love Fred Astaire films, so there you go. Superman Returns can take that. That's a rough one. I didn't really care for this one, but I didn't really get this one either. I'm gonna give Godard the nod just because he's Godard. Alright, I really didn't like this movie. I just didn't like the premise at all, so I will actually go with a Free Soul there. Although I will say this is like the best tagline ever. She wasn't a divorcee, but she believed that strangers could kiss. It's like, what does that even mean? I don't understand. Alright, I hated Star Trek Into Dark. Well, I didn't hate it. I disliked a lot of it. You know what? I'll give it the nod, because you know what? It wasn't terrible, it just wasn't that good. Don't remember this too much, but Abbott and Costello and Boris Karloff can't be all bad. Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Yeah, it's not all bad. Alright, 114 out of 121. Not a great start for my pre-codes here, but don't worry, I've got a lot more pre-codes that are a lot better than that one. Alright, After Hours. Getting a little Scorsese in here. Okay, come on, Flickchart. There we go. Okay, Scorsese comedy. Not something you see all the time. I actually liked After Hours. It has this kind of weird feel to it that kind of surreal. It worked out pretty well. But, you know, Fred Astaire. Sorry. Sorry, Scorsese. Okay, it can beat 9, though. I really liked the idea of 9, but it was kind of disappointing. Corny Concerto. This is Looney Tunes, obviously. Which I love my Looney Tunes. This is kind of a less interesting one, though. So we'll have After Hours win that. Mystery Men. I do really enjoy Mystery Men. But I think After Hours is going to take that. It's close, though. It's really, really close. 7 plus 7. One of probably my least favorite entry in the Up series. All the others are much higher. 14-year-olds just, frankly, aren't that interesting. So we'll take After Hours over that. 28 Days Later, which are actually like less than 28 weeks later. I hated the ending of this movie, but the rest of it's really good, so yeah, we'll have 28 Days Later win that. Alright, After Hours, 65 out of 122. So not bad. Let's see. I've only got a couple more on this page, and then I'll probably stop for right now because Karina wants to get up. After last season, this is quite possibly the worst movie I've ever seen. And it was pitched to me as such. This was a movie I saw at Cinefamily, and it was like they didn't tell you what it was ahead of time. They just said, it's the worst movie you will ever see. So, on the basis of that, I went, and it was basically MST3K waiting to happen, except it might even have been too bad for MST3K. So, I expect this one to go right to the bottom of my chart. Like, it was fun to laugh at, but that was about it. So, we're just gonna pretty much just knock this. Even 40 Days, 40 Nights is better than this. Even The Village had better parts than this. Okay, Abandoned is currently the bottom one on my list, and at least it has Katie Holmes, and even though she's not that great an actress, I still like to look at her, so there you go. After Last Season is now the worst film I've ever seen. Afterlife. This was also a terrible movie. Saw this. This was the last film I think I saw at AFI Fest one year, and it was a terrible way to end the festival. Because I don't even remember all what it's about. It's about she dies and then like haunts him or something. Is this Christina Ricci and Liam Neeson, which you'd think is a good casting, but it is. The script is just abysmal. So Christmas Story, yes. 9 will win this one. At least I had a great idea. Addicted to Love, not the best Meg Ryan movie, but you know what? It has some funny parts. 25th Hour, like I said. This has more going on than I think I saw the first time, so I'll give it the nod over something as terrible as Afterlife. Wedding Crashers, this is not my kind of movie. At least it has some laughs. Alright, so Afterlife will only beat After Last Season. So, no, it's not even going to beat Abandoned. Sorry. Those 3 movies are terrible. Alright, that's the last one on this page, so I'm going to stop for now. And we'll see, I might do more of this later.